Trying?
Yeah, just migrated.
Art.
People migrated up here. So our dreadful head south in North America.
Wow.
So all kinds of people live here. Jerry, and then over here, Bobby Cerna lived here with his wife. Yeah, Bobby lived
Where
here.
does Cerna live?
Huh?
Where does Cerna live?
Right here. Bobby lived here for a long time with his wife. What's her name? Not Sue, but her
Out of
sister.
curiosity,
Carol.
so who bought the businesses? I mean, who bought the houses and ended up putting businesses together?
Monica bought a lot of the places around here.
Good. So we still have some locals that actually own some businesses, or
I don't know about her being a real
I thought
local,
it was just Cindy and Stevie.
but she's pretty cool, you know.
that's good.
Here's from the Clarence Lobo, chief of the local tribe, lived. When he was working for the clay mines up the Ortega, as kids, he would let us ride up there with him. We would get peaches, figs, or anything, and that was our payment to go.
Another car.
And here comes another car. And when we get up to the clay mines, he would put us out of the truck till it was filled up, then we'd get back in. And coming over here, there was a ramp on that side of the house. And he would put us out and didn't want us to go on the ramp. And after he came back down, we got back in the truck and went back up to your pig. That was our daily route.
Somebody's got that old Ford pickup. Oh, yeah. By the way, we lived here too. My dad and mom lived here. And on that windowsill, it's still there. My sister Franny, when she was, I think 16, before she got married the first time, her boyfriend, her and Dale, carved her name right there. And it's still there. Right? Monica didn't take it out, but it's on the windowsill. It says Fran and Dale.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
And where my mom and dad lived for about 5 years. And when we were kids, this was like a grocery store for us. Clarence had a little store. He would sell little canned goods and bread. Because I remember my mom one time, it was really embarrassing. She made me run my tidy whities all the way over here. All my clothes were dirty, all one pair of pants I had. And she goes, "We need bread. Give me a note." I'd run over here. I didn't get no money.
A note.
So I ran over and gave it to Bess. And she goes, "Oh, okay, Juju." That's what they call me, the Juju, not Judo. And she gave me a couple of loaves of bread and a couple of cans of tomato sauce. I don't know, everybody had tomato sauce for some reason. They had to have it. And this was our store, you know, when we couldn't get any more credit at Shorty's. It was always good that we were happy to have Clarence there because he never said no to anybody. And he kind of took care of the neighborhood in more ways than one. Just thought you'd let you know that. It was our grocery store. And I hung out here as a kid playing with Wesley. And Bina was too big, you know, he was kind of a brute at the time, you know. And, this was a pretty cool place to learn about your history because as a kid, I've said it 100 times before, I idolized Clarence. I mean, I would sit here and he'd sit there and read the newspaper and I would just sit there and listen to him. And one time when I was in Little League, I made the All-Stars when I was 11, and I knew he was just kidding me. I know he was making it up. And they had pictures of all the, you know, they had no story about me, but they had a little picture of me diving back to first. And he made up this incredible story about how fantastic I was. And I go, "Really? Let me see." And he goes, no, get out of here. And I finally got that paper, and it had nothing about me like being the greatest hitter or the best center fielder. But he sure made me feel good at the time, and he did it. That's just the kind of guy he was.
He's a good man.
He just always made you feel good. And I know it might have been one of the reasons why when I walked through here, I always, you know, walked through here, you know, with a lot of pride because he was such a great guy. And I just, you know, I could go on forever about Clarence Lobo and Bess, but had the greatest train sets, Wesley. They had the greatest little train. I'd sit there for hours playing with the train sets until Clarence would go, "Hey, time to go home, get out of here, go home and eat." Damn Sommers. But, yeah, this is a place I'll always remember. It'll be in my heart forever. It's a great place. It sure is.
Also, the first house that had electricity and an inside toilet on this street.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, because we had an outhouse.
I want to go inside.
Everybody had an outhouse.
Yeah, we had one. We had a double barrel one. You'd have a friend sit next to you. You're right about that.
So this is where the Ford was parked in when you and Jet in your uniforms?
Yeah.
What house did it?
Walnut house back here.
Captain and Marina.
Are they, were they,
Garcia.
oh, okay. a lot of people lived here. I remember when Chewy Prado lived here.
Yeah, we
Tito
lived
Tito
here.
Magic, which is my cousin.
Yeah.
He lived here with Edna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside really fast.
Yeah, like Chicago Cubs. Yeah.
Can I go inside really fast? Thank you. I just want to look inside. Cute. So funny that families lived in here. Such a small space.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty picture for the pretty background.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel Furman.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You used to live on the street too?
We lived in Old Hollywood.
Oh, see, I thought that was a joke. They're really.
No.
Oh, okay.
You know why they call it Old Hollywood?
No.
There's three old ladies that work together, they're sisters, and every Sunday, they always have the rags on with their working clothes. Every Sunday, they dress up in sunglasses, and everybody, the people come, they dress to go into Hollywood. So that's what we call it, Old Hollywood.
How cute. I like that. Where is that?
It's right around here. So our family's been here since 1920.
Like the next street over?
No, it's some way in the back. They no longer exist and knock them down. There's some similar, you know.
Did you know my grandparents?
Who's grandparents?
Anthony and Vivian Salas?
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
They live over here in the corner. And
Did they?
Yeah,
They lived here.
there was a house.
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's right. My dad
They
always tells me
also
about
lived
it.
here, Furman,
yeah.
next to my nana. I'm Brenda Ramos.
Oh wow, Brenda.
Who has
So
it?
good to see you.
Making things happen here.
Hang on. Get a picture.
She's famous.
Yeah, so they lived here next to my nana for when the kids were really young.
I remember your uncles when they were just got ever were just kids in the corner.
Her dad is Daniel.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those guys. And Grandma and Grandpa still in Arizona? Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah.
They're still there.
Didn't
Prescott.
they just come out a little while back? Mm-hmm. They saw my mom and sit there and talk. She knows great though, you know.
Yeah, they're good people.
Always.
How funny.
I know, you learn a lot about people that you know, from
I
others
know.
that knew them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I just knew that my grandpa painted in the Mission and all that kind of stuff. It's like I never really knew that it was like a little neighborhood here where everyone was so
Definitely.
close and
Oh,
they're still
everyone
around.
was very close. Yeah, the families
bet.
were very, very close. They took care of everybody. I mean, everybody took care of everybody.
That's so cool. I wish that it was still like a little neighborhood.
I know, wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm. It's like the longest video ever.
How's your battery?
Pretty good.
Mine was dead.
I charged it up.
Climb up there, see where they're going, you know, with the cops and who are you? My understanding is that Frank Lobos climbed that at 72.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, he climbed it all the way to the top. Wow. And I asked him about it. He just smiled and says, Frankie, you know, it's dumb. You could have slipped and down. You would have.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a small tree then. No.
Does anybody know how long this tree's been here?
Well, we moved in here in 19, I think it was 38, 37, and it was already tall.
I've heard stories that from Bola. One time I asked her about that, and she said she thought that her great grandfather might have planted it. And I'm just kind of
I don't know. I know it's over 100 years old.
Did you say somebody climbed it?
Yeah, Frankie.
Frank all the way to the top?
And by the way, that was my bedroom right here, where that little window is.
Wait a minute. How'd you get from over there to over here?
It's called transition.
Neighbor mover, huh?
That's right.
So you lived in this one too, huh? Wait.
Evelyn used to live there.
This pepper tree here, that not particularly that pepper tree, but the California pepper tree, we put the little seeds out, and what we would do, go to the river, get a bamboo, cut the ends off,
Oh, yeah.
fill our mouth full of little peppers in.
You use the bamboo for a...
Oh yeah, yeah.
We do that with
We had to make our own games, you know.
That's right.
When I lived there, one of the vegetation was here. It was all clear. You could see the house plainly. The mulberry tree right there, beautiful.
Exactly. Exactly.
And there was a plum tree right here. And we had dates, and at the end there's olives. Papa would cut the branches down, and we'd take the olives off. Then he'd give us a razor blade, and we would cut in three. Then he put them in water for every day, change the water. On the seventh day, he would add something to it. And the barrels were like this. We had two of them. And we had olives, gave olives away, and always had olives.
How long did you live here?
So Joko.
I moved here in 38, and I left here in 1950 when I got into service. And I came back for a year in 54, then I got married at 55.
When the war broke out on December 7, 1941, there was a bench here, if you recall. And Julie and his brother were talking about his celebration and how they were going to have a big party, etc. And that's when they first heard about Pearl Harbor, none of which knew where Pearl Harbor was located. But very shortly, they were in high school, they enlisted and wouldn't allow them to go in until the following year. But it goes to show you the patriotism even at a young age.
Yeah. I had three brothers in the Second World War, and I don't know how many cousins had joined the Army. My brothers joined the Navy. In the Korean, there was four of us brothers in there. One stayed from World War II till Vietnam. And I'm the last of the Mohegans now.
Wow. And the very first wake that the very first wake that I experienced as a youngster was right here. And they had a casket inside the house. It was Tino and his brother, who had stepped on a nail, got gangrene, etc., and lost his life. And so anyway, so people were inside praying, singing. The guys were outside, and I don't know how that happened, but by dawn they were all pretty well. They should have been in the box. They were pretty well loaded. And but they would carry the casket from here down the street all the way to the mission, so you don't see that anymore.
And then from the mission, all the way up, you're taken to the cemetery.
Right.
Which we do.
Didn't
We still do
Tata
that.
pass away here? Didn't they have a similar?
Yeah.
Did they have him in there for
I
like
think we're almost at 30 minutes.
I
of
remember
this
that. That
video.
was like
My dad passed away right in that corner there. And I blamed myself for his death because I used to live right next door down on the other house. And I would pick him up about 6:45 till 7, take him to church. That morning I woke up late. I stopped.